I'm Tails. Not the one you know. Yes, I do know. After connecting with Night, I have the ability to see the fourth wall. So I know where the real Tails is. In the game, the comic book, or between words. Not this place. I know I'm not the real Tails. I'm just an isotope of his in parallel universe. But I'm still Tails. Maybe in science, I don't have anything from myself. My voice, my freedom, my legacy, my dream, they all belong to the real Tails. In just a dream collapse. But at least for myself, I still have my own story, my own life, and my own name. And in my story, it was given to me by my Sonic. No matter whose Joker universe entity given my name and life copy by the real Tails. But that was also my life. Perhaps for Sega Company, the people behind the fourth wall, I'm just a meaningless Tails parallel universe isotope, a faker. But even if I am a fake, I still want to continue my own life. Sonic together. No one can change my dream. This is the only thing I have as me. I have most of the experiences that are similar to the one you know about Tails. Including first encounter with Sonic, adventures with Sonic to defeat bad guys, and friends with Sonic. But I found the law of mean. Tails would never die as a two-player. And I am Tails. I am Tails who had this rule. When I followed Sonic, I would never die. This was a Paracausal. Paracausal meant that it didn't need to pay the price to trigger it. The only requirement is that player one need be present. In my story, of course, it means Sonic. If you want to ask me how I found it out in the beginning, that was what happened in the deep water of the underground temple. In a word, Sonic and I were drowning. My world is a little different from the game. This means that when I am in the water and have no shield, I cannot play. Because the water will wet my fur and make my whole body heavier. So I can't play sure to touch the drain switch. The oxygen bubbles were only used once.
I'm sorry, buddy. I made a wrong decision. It seems that no one will come to save us. But at least at this last moment, I will give you this bubble. Tails, I don't want to see you die, so at least for the last time let me be selfish, okay? I'm glad to be with you before I die, my buddy. See you on the other shore. Tails, no! Oh, poor Tails! What have you done? Why do you let me to see you die? I can't see this anymore. Wait, Tails? What happened? What, the corpse was glowing?
I'm not dead, am I? Wait a minute. This is the switch of the floodgate of the underground pool. I have to save Sonic. On that day, I knew I wouldn't die. Sonic also knew it. Of course, you don't have to care why Sonic can talk to me in the water. If you really need an explanation, I can only tell you that I can see the dialogue box.
So, you have no problem. Don't you think was it pain or something?
No, I'm fine, Sonic. Don't worry. Look, I'm talking to Wife. It's not your illusion.
How can I not worry? You are dead. Right in front of me. Then you revolve like a character in the game.
Maybe we are really game characters, but I'm really fine, okay?
I'm not sure.
Am I annoying you? Sonic, I'm sorry. I really don't know I came back to life. Is my life a mistake for you?
What? No, I didn't mean that. I didn't say that reviving you was a bad thing. That was a good thing. It couldn't be better. You are my best friend. I don't like to see you become a corpse at all. I just worried about you. Because you see, from a scientific point of view, this is what you often say, this is not scientific.
I think so, but you saw it when I gave you and yourself a general checkup just now. We are all fine now, as good as we used to be.
Well, maybe as you said, I'm just worrying about nothing. But don't you really feel any pain? Not at all, even at the moment of death.
No, strictly speaking, I don't remember anything. from my memory after I gave you the oxygen bubbles. Whoa, I was a little embarrassed at that time. Like you'd be so stubborn.
Because I want you to live, although I know we can survive, but at least you can live longer.
After that, my eyes darkened for a moment, and then I went back to the sure, safe place.
That was incredible.
Maybe I can use myself to do more research.
No, no way. I don't want you to die again. What if you can't be revived next time?
Well, I didn't say that I would kill myself. It was just some basic research. Why did you bring the pillow here? I just did a simple examination for you. I don't need you to sleep in my studio the whole night.
I'm still worried. I'll sleep with you tonight. If anything happens to you, at least I can know immediately.
What? I'm not a child anymore. It's a little... made my heart beat faster.
What is heartbeated? Are you not feeling well?
Nothing happened, but I really don't need it. I can sleep on my own.
Whoa! Just now, the light suddenly turned off.
It was a lightning strike. The lightning struck the power off for a moment.
It seemed that there was going to be a thunderstorm. I believe you can sleep alone, right, buddy?
No, I think it's good to recall the time when I was a child. So please sleep with me. Anyway, I have to take a shower, although I'm still traumatized by the water. The water in the underground river is too dirty.
This is your house. You can wash it as long as you want, buddy.
See you later. Remember, don't come in.
What? Why do you think I want? I think you were a little strange, Tails.
Sonic, are you still awake?
I am, buddy. I will wait until you fall asleep.
Thanks. In fact, I want to say I'm sorry.
For what?
That was your first kiss, isn't it? I hope anyone smashed me flat with a hammer.
Is that what you're worried about? Come on, save me, little buddy. Without you, I would have drowned in the water. It's no big deal. Actually, I'm glad you saved your first kiss for me.
This sounds strange, but so am I. After that day, I discovered that I would never die, and soon there was a second practice, or even a third. Or fourth. You know when you hear the first time, there will be a second time? Well, at least I can't feel anything, can I? No matter what happens, no matter the difficulties I encounter, I can always revive and use my life to create advantages for Sonic. Although Sonic was always worried and came to sleep with me every night after such a thing happened, it was totally worth it in the end. After all, I let Sonic win or let him win more easily. Sonic always said,
"Don't get used to losing your life. Tails, I don't know if you can come back to life next time you die. I don't want to lose you. Even if I am too busy killing Eggman's robot to care about you, can you just care about yourself?"
Sonic always said that he hated people who were talkative, but it seems that he's also such a person, isn't he? At least in treating me. Fortunately, like that, I lied to him. My memory is complete. I remember everything before I die. There was a short period of time between my death or irreversible physical damage and my resurrection. The time before death, when I felt extremely painful. Yes, I can always revive. At the same time, I also remember all the pain. Remember every pain before I die. But I don't want to tell Sonic. He must be very worried. Maybe he won't allow me to take risks with him from now on. And that may be fatal to him because there is no fox can sacrifice himself to save the hedgehog from the deadly trap since then. Can't you get? Sonic's savior only Tails. Me? Even if I am a faker, I am still the only Tails in my world. None of you can save my Sonic. Only I can save him. It was better to die a person who could be resurrected than a person who could not be resurrected. Every time I feel pain and go crazy, or I feel that I can't continue, I will warn myself like this. If I remember that all the pain before death is the price of saving Sonic's life, I'm willing to accept it. Do you remember what I said before? I'm not the real Tails. because I really love Sonic. Not only friends, but also admiration. Although I'm not the real Tails, I'm still a Tails from the parallel universe who really loves my Sonic. Even if Sonic doesn't love me, I'm willing to pay any price to save his life. Unfortunately, no matter how hard I tried to suppress the pain when I was awake, when I fell asleep, no matter how strong my will was, it would be destroyed by the pain. I'm afraid of pain just like before. Even though I have died so many times, it still hurts. I'm willing to accept the pain, but that doesn't mean I enjoy it. I'm not a masochist. So one time when I fell asleep, I let slip not only my pain, but also my love. I know I should have said that. There would never be a good ending. I've always believed that. Maybe my life is over. I had to gay fox and masochism. On the surface, he was Sonic's best friend, but in fact, had an improper desire. If I had known it at that time, I would have thought so, but I didn't realize what I had said after I cried and fell asleep. Now I am here to tell you the story between me and my Sonic. Am I joking you? If so, that's it, because I don't want to say anything more. Maybe no, I'll tell you later. After all, I owe you nothing. Do you know, in the universe, countless Sonic or Tails Isotope die every day. Some were killed by demons, and some were killed by the Warhammer 40,000 Nazi Marines who hunted furry with sound missiles. Of course, Sonic and I are not furry, which is a prejudice. Also, I do not recommend that you search for that video. Why did every parallel universe need a demon to hunt for Sonic or Tails? This is what I often think about. I will feel sorry for them, but obviously I can't save them, as if no one could save me. For them, I'm just an onlooker who will feel heartbroken. I can do nothing else. Maybe one day, I won't even feel heartbroken. So if I'm a joke to you, then let it be. I just want to play my own story well. This time, the Tails radio was over. Goodbye, guys.
いいよ。もしかしたら、私は、今回をビデオにするべきではありません。
It didn't matter, just do what you want.
本当にいいですか？でも、なんだか、申し訳ない。あなたの秘話や都市伝説などを消費しているようです。
Am I joking you? This sentence said by glitched red at the beginning, right?
はい。ゲームに閉じ込められ、自意識を持った伝説のポケモントレーナー、レッド。だから、
Am I joking you, man?
ネバー。あなたは、永遠に私のテイルスです。
That is enough.